Welcome to Bloomfield Road for a meeting of two teams who had forgettable starts to the new year. A heavy defeat by Mansfield for Bradford City and a real shock for Blackpool, beaten 5-1 by the bottom side Port Vale. So both teams are looking to bounce back on a chilly afternoon by the seaside, and both ring the changes. 3 for Ian Evatt in the Blackpool lineup, and Bantams boss Graham Alexander shakes things up even further. 5 changes from New Year's Day. Aidan Baldwin comes back into the defence. Antoni Sarcevic and Will Swan are up front. Nerfel back in the side today. With all those defeats on New Year's Day, both these teams have been on good runs in the league, so they'll be looking to get back to that kind of form. Here's Nerfel again, who delivers the cross. Imre looks to tidy up but has to knock it behind for a corner for the visitors. Baldwin ventures forward. Surprise inclusion. Did appear that he would be ruled out with a hamstring strain. He's back in the side. Corner taken short. Right. Nerfel chips it up towards the area. Swan climbs highest and it's not been dealt with. And here's a chance for Baldwin! And would you believe it, Aidan Baldwin back in the side. Makes his presence felt with the opening goal to give Bradford the lead. It's his first for the club on his 55th appearance. And the smile says it all. Bradford in front. First really clear-cut chance for either side, and Graham Alexander's team have taken it. And it's a moment to savour for the big defender. Nerfel's delivery. Swan did well to climb highest. It glanced off the head of Ashley Fletcher, but it wasn't cleared, and Baldwin, first time, rifled it into the net. It's a fine strike by the defender, and it's 1-0 Bradford. Swan did well with the header. It wasn't dealt with. No mistake. Banks against his former side, but he can't find a teammate. And here come Bradford again with Sarcevic. Back in the team today. Banks is giving chase, but Sarcevic all the way to the byline. Looks for support. In the end, he doesn't need it. Sarcevic has done well. Can he deliver the ball? It's stabbed behind by Ashworth. But that's another corner. Bradford on top since the goal. Worrying times for Ian Evatt. And it comes from right. It's met by Baldwin again. And after his first goal for the club, he nearly had a second in a matter of minutes. Free header, he climbed highest, but couldn't hit the target with it. Eric Wright with the header. Honeyman. Chance for Lyons to get forward. Imre outside him. Lyons has continued his run. Here's Fletcher. Finds Bowler. Bit of space on the edge of the area. Honeyman helps it on for Banks. Chance here! Shot was on target, but Curtis Tilt came flying in to deny his former club. Blackpool worked it nicely, found some space for Scott Banks, but Tilt got his head in the way to knock it behind for another corner. Best moment of the game so far for the home side. Casey. Lyons. First time out towards Imre, but he can't control it this time. But they've won it back. Bowler finds Imre again into the penalty area. Looking to find Fletcher. The pass was slightly behind Ashley Fletcher, who tried to scoop it goalwards but couldn't hit the target. Better from Blackpool in these last few minutes. Danny Imre, as so often, heavily involved on the right-hand side. And it goes again for Bowler. Fletcher in front of him. Loxham. There's Imre overlapping once again. Imre will take on Toure. Delivers the cross and it's hit the post. And Fletcher can't pick up the loose ball. Baldwin has done just enough to clear the danger. And that's Blackpool's best moment, created out of nothing by Danny Imre, who hit the woodwork with the cross. Morgan comes short. Casey down the line for Lyons. Will deliver it for the runner in Fletcher. That's a perfect ball, and they're beaten offside here, and Ashley Fletcher levels it up. His 15th goal of the season, his 10th in the league, and Blackpool are level. Well, they finished the first half on top, and they've taken the first really good chance of the second. It's a really cool finish by Ashley Fletcher, but it was created by a wonderful pass from Lyons. Tilt was never getting back to him, controlled it and finished it with the outside of his right foot. No chance at all for Sam Walker, and it's one apiece. Fantastic delivery from Lyons. And Fletcher, cool as you like, did the rest. Bowler, Blackpool looking much more positive now. Imre will look to cut inside, will try the shot, Walker down to keep it out. Bradford should be able to clear their lines, right? Retains possession coolly, and Bradford can bring it away. Nerfill, it's end-to-end at the moment, really good game opening up from both sides. Still Nerfill. Swan. Break real contact with the cross. Sarcevic trying to get a shot away, can't do so. Back it comes. Swan once again. It's a scramble there, but Blackpool still haven't cleared it. Power finds Toure. Will try the shot. Good one-handed save by Peacock Farrell. And here come Blackpool. You can't take your eyes off this at the moment. Well, he's encouraged Enevet by that. Fine save by Peacock Farrell, who's kept his team in it. Might have taken a deflection, the shot by Toure, and he did well to keep it out. Might have skimmed the boot of Ollie Casey. Toure, down the line it goes again. Swan can't make contact there. Casey tries to tidy up. Sarcevic was in there. The loose balls come to Swan. Here's an opportunity for Will Swan to restore Bradford's lead. Back in the side for the first time since November, and that is his first goal for 4 months, Will Swan. So much talk about the absence of Andy Cook from the Bradford lineup, but Will Swan has made up for that with a fine finish. The frustration for Bailey Peacock Farrell is all too clear, but Swan, once he was away, it was a defensive mistake by Casey, and he gave the keeper no chance with the finish. Drilled it into the bottom corner, and Bradford are back in front. Fine finish by Will Swan. It's his 7th goal of the season. It goes for Walker, who thumps it forward first time. Sibley, the new man, off the bench, trying to make his presence felt. He's penalised. Farrell lofts it forward. Bradford head goes up. Humphreys goes down, but the referee not impressed. No free kick. In comes the cross instead. There's a high boot there, surely. They have stabbed it in, but it won't count. Referee Simon Mather blew a whistle. Ashworth with the high boot on Tyreek Wright when the cross was delivered. The referee spotted it straight away. The ball did find its way into the net. I think CJ Hamilton stabbed it home, but the whistle had already gone, and Blackpool denied the equaliser late on here by the referee's whistle. Ashworth back to Peacock Farrell. Has to go forward. Time is almost up, and in fact there is the final whistle, and it's a fine win for Graham Alexander's side. They bounced back from that New Year's Day defeat, whereas Blackpool, 2 defeats in a row. It all started with that fine goal by Aidan Baldwin, his first for the club. Ashley Fletcher equalised for Blackpool early in the second half, but Will Swan, back in the starting lineup, won it in the end for the Bantams. A real thriller, and it's finished Blackpool 1, Bradford City 2 at Bloomfield Road.